How's it going, everyone? This is CentralCast, and welcome back to the Skies. In the last episode, we started construction of Skyship Commands, which will be kind of like the display, or like I'll probably move the CBT-01 out here. I might do that off camera because it is slow, or I might remove two of the engines from the EX-01 to put on it. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna have to see what happens. But oh yeah, this dirt pillar, we're gonna have to do it. So off camera, what I did was I actually went back to the base, like Centrico base, and I slept in that bed, so it'd be day by the time I started recording. So it'd be day for when I record. Oh, I forgot to grab the bed again. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I ended up finding there was like a spider that spawned, so I killed it, and so now we got 2 more string. Good. We're gonna need a lot of air balloons if we're gonna start production of airships. Because while the EX-01 is pretty advanced on its own, there's always the possibility that we may need a much more advanced ship. So what I'm thinking is I'll probably build like a dock or something in the tower, like in the upper tower have like an opening, or like a platform, like a landing platform. That'd probably be better. I might have a landing platform, and we can have a ship be built on there. But we'll have the ship built on there, but we won't actually, and then we won't have it like built, or like, well, actually like built, like made into an airship, like actually like hitting the option to make it into an airship. We probably won't have that happen until like later. So we'll have an airship on standby. It'll just need plenty of like wool and stuff. So we got that in. We don't actually have any glass panes. I believe we got some back at the office. But we're probably gonna have the CBT-01 on display, like I said. I think it'd be cool to have like the old airships on display, like, you know, the original airship. That's pretty cool to have on display. The airship that I hated the design of, but eventually it just kind of grew on me. Like, I don't know, what do you guys agree? Did it kind of grow on you too, like the design of it? Because the first time, like, when I built it and stuff, I thought, oh, this is awful. We're gonna have to improve these designs by a lot. But towards the end, I actually kind of liked the design. In its simplicity. I think we're gonna shorten these up. Jesus, my neighbors are being loud. I'm not sure if that was heard or not. Probably, because it's super loud. But my neighbors, I don't know what they've been doing lately. I just heard a really loud pounding. It's like they were like punching the wall or something. Like, it wasn't like hard enough to be like a hammer, like if they were putting something, like hanging something up or not, or something like that. But it just sounded like they were just banging on it for no reason. And I'm not even being that loud. My voice actually gets, like, the walls are usually pretty good at like dampening sound. And so there's, like, when I'm recording, like, that's not actually going through the wall at all. Um, and plus, I also have some precautions like set in place. Like I've got stuff on the wall to help to where there's like a barrier between the sound, like the sound waves, and like there's like a barrier between the sound waves. I should not have done this. Okay. There's a barrier between the sound waves and the neighbors. I'm considerate, and they are not. I believe we should shorten this. I think this is a bit too much glass here at the back. So what I think I'll probably do is I'll probably do the same thing I had here. So I'll have 9 here. So like 3, 6, 9. Just like in stone instead of having a door in the center. Or I might eventually replace it with the door. I might have like a door in the back, like a back door. Is that perfectly lined up? Only one way to be sure. We'll put in some panels here. Yes, it is. Okay. But we're gonna continue digging this because we gotta make sure this floor gets started. I also got the iron from the furnace that we put in it in the last episode. I won't eat another. I'll save it. But but that iron that I put in in the last episode, that is now complete. You can see I added to it to the stack. I think there's much more at the iron. It's just in the chest. Are we really reaching night? That is most unfortunate. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm gonna use the Central Code building. Honestly, now that we're getting this established, I'm not entirely sure if it'll really be used as much. Hang on. Since this is a pretty big building, I don't think we'll necessarily need this warehouse and office space. But we'll see. Okay. Alright, it's slightly concerning where I was. Okay. Okay. I expected I would get up in the wall or something. That's what I was expecting when I saw that. I wonder, did you at home, or you might not necessarily be at home, but wherever you are watching this, were you expecting me to spawn in the wall? I certainly was. Okay, I got 1 extra iron. No, that's a bad idea having this. All of it with me. We need to get more rubies. I want a ruby sword. Okay, do we necessarily need any of this? Glass. Glass is what we need. But it doesn't appear that we have any, so I think, hang on. What I can do is make sure that each of these has plenty, and then I can put a stack in each furnace so that we'll have a steady supply of glass. Because although we're turning it into panes, Skyship Command is going to be a very tall building. Wait, hang on. I do have the... Okay, I do. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. This. There we go. I hit it eventually. Alright. This is gonna... Well, what I was saying was, although, we're turning it into paints, this is gonna be a really big building. So we're gonna need a lot of panes. We're also going to need the sensitivity glitch to stop because it's irritating. The weird thing is I don't think I've had it happen in an airship before. It's only when I'm on the ground. But then again, I'm glad it doesn't do it like when I'm in an airship, because the airships are glitchy enough as it is. I don't need a sensitivity glitch making it even harder to fly. You know, what we should do, this would be much more logical, is to have this like this. I won't necessarily need an axe right now. So I'll just put that up there. See, this is a much more logical inventory setup. Okay. See? And then I can quickly switch. And I don't have to, like, scroll a bunch. I just scroll once. One slight turn. Like, not like an entire turn, but, like, you know, one of the notches that it moves on. Whoops. Okay. Alright. Well, let's move this like this and move this here. Alright. Alright, so we're getting a floor, and this is good. That is quite good. Let's get this. Let's get this in place. We're gonna need plenty of cobblestone. Whoa, sensitivity. Did you see how the sensitivity kind of like it glitched me to the point where I just fell off? That is annoying as hell. Alright, let's just break these. Let's break these bits that aren't supposed to be here. Because, you know, you don't want to have, like, random things sticking out of the... you don't want to have, like, random things like this, like, sticking out of the ground. Because, you know, there'd be that one person who's on their phone, not paying attention, and then wham! Right into the cement. And then they fall, and they have a concussion and stuff. And then they get really angry at you because, you know, you have a sign that says, not responsible for any injury that occurs, for legal reason. You've got that sign there. And then you just lose a customer, basically. And you don't want that. You don't want that at all. It's bad for business. Okay, that was weird. That was very I was gonna roll my tongue on very, but it did something weird instead. It was like Valley. That was exaggerated, but it was basically what it did. Alright. I do weird voices and I do weird things and I do weird stuff. Even though that's basically what I just said, so I'm just gonna keep on rambling because, you know, I've got nothing else to do while I'm waiting for this dirt to be broken. Or not broken, dug. I'm digging all this dirt. I'm digging all of the dirt. Whoops. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure why I said whoops, but I did. I'm gonna put this up here because we don't need any of this dirt. As of right now. Oh, we should put a garden on the very roof of this place. That'd be cool. I completely forgot what I was doing just then. Like, I just kind of, like, zoned out. I'm gonna get... Or, actually, I don't necessarily need... Like, as of right now, it's not really apparent that I'll need... Oh, no. Whoops. This is not good. We do not have that much cobblestone left over, so we're gonna have to see if we can so we're gonna have to see if we're gonna have to see if we have enough. Hopefully we do. I think we might have enough for this floor, but I think I am gonna have to do off-camera mining to complete. I think I'm gonna have to do plenty of off-camera mining. Plenty of off-camera mining to be able to start building upwards. But we're gonna, here in a minute, like once we finish this bit of the floor, we're gonna teleport back to the office. We're gonna have to teleport back. I completely zoned out again. We're gonna teleport back and we're gonna get the panes. We're gonna get the panes. And we're gonna install the winders. I don't know why I said that like that. The winders. I don't know. I just like the sound of it. It's funny. It sounds funny. Please laugh. Please laugh. I'm desperate. That was weird. That's bizarre. I'll randomly say stuff like that. Or actually, I think that's a... Is that the first time I've ever made a joke like that? Like where I act like I'm desperate? Is that the first time I made a desperation joke? If so, that calls for a celebration. Because I say all sorts of weird stuff on this channel. I heard a car outside and it sounded really weird. It sounded more like a whale than a car. And I'm no mechanic, but if your car's making whale sounds, it might just have a problem. It might have a little bit of a problem with it. Because, I don't believe it's supposed to be making whale noises. I don't know. Maybe it's a fancy whale car. One of those legendary whale cars. Who knows? If there was such thing as a whale car, I would totally buy one. Because that would be just funny. If you just if people were just hearing whale sounds and they look outside and it's just unexpected. There's just a car sitting there. Why? These furnaces weren't doing shit. Okay, come on. Please. I want all of the glass. Oh, I wonder if... When I teleported back here, the furnace was still running from the iron. I wonder if like when it's not in frame, it's not actually going. It's not like loading or anything. I bet that's it. We're gonna install these windows and that'll be it for this episode. It's another building episode, which it's another one of those building episodes, which I don't like having entire episodes of building because, well, I mean, it's better than mining episodes, but I think it's still probably not the most entertaining. Because honestly, what I should do, I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna teleport back to the office. This is okay. I think it's gonna crash. I'm pretty sure it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. Are you gonna crash? Are you crashing? Are you crashing? Is it gonna crash? Please just tell me. Just tell me if it's gonna crash. Game? Are you crashing? Pretty sure it is crashing. In a way. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this so it's not flashing while I'm doing my outro. Because if I do this, it's still flashing, so I'm gonna just choose to avoid that. And I'm just gonna end the episode here. I was gonna end the episode by moving the furnaces. I was gonna end the episode by moving the furnaces, like, over to the new space, and I could just have them running while I'm constructing. But the game does not want me to do that, unfortunately, so I guess not. But, thank you guys so much for watching, and that is all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, tell me suggestions you have. Also, be sure to share and subscribe for daily uploads. I don't know what those weird voices were. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.